What's up, guys? It's Missy. I am back with another SimCity build-up video. Today we're going to be talking about the new shop and the assignments and what you need to do for the contest of mayors. And then I'm going to be answering some random questions. If you have not already, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. You can join us on our Discord. The link is down below. I have a Patreon, and we have Facebook groups. We've got Facebook pages. I mean, the whole 9 yards. So all the links are down below. This is our Facebook page. All you have to do is go to Facebook, type SimCity Build It MissyAnne. Click on the group, click join. I'll accept your members request. And then you can come in, you can look for groups. If you're looking for a club, just make a post about it. People will comment if they have it. You can put up questions. You can, show off if you win in Mega. Whatever you want to post, as long as it's not hacking related, then I'm cool with it. Okay. First thing is the new assignments in terms of lower level players. And the reason that we're going to talk about this is because this person had put up a post, Levi, and he says, how is a level 18 city going to produce 2-hour items without speed tokens? Am I right? They should consider closing some items for small cities. Like, this is like a torture. Now, one, that's why you're not supposed to be that low of level. Okay? Two, look at his storage. It's almost maxed. He's not doing himself any favors by doing this. He's not. I don't know if he's a war player and maybe that's why he's trying to remain such a low level. If that's the case, then fine. But in all reality, when I wrote the Missy's Building Guide about 1.5 to 2 years ago, we had a lot of seasonal shops. We had seasonal shops pretty much almost every time one closed, one opened. We had the Christmas shop. We had the Easter shop. We had that weird one, I can't remember the name of it, with like the weird like Rome Colosseum looking things. And at that point, we had to consider that they had to be able to do these types of assignments. And if you don't remember, the candy cane takes forever, okay? This shop is going to be here for 82 days. They could pop up with these seasonal items at any point in time. They could bring back they will likely bring back the Christmas shop in December. And so that being said, when I originally wrote the building guide, that was one of the biggest considerations, is that for the purpose of the contest, that people really do need to be able to speed up their production. And you also have to take into consideration, your opponents. How many of the people in your bracket are going to be leveling up each week? And that's going to make it harder for you to beat them. So if you can't speed up your shops and you can't upgrade, and long factory productions are difficult for you because you don't hardly have any slots, you're really limiting yourself to like almost no assignments, because it's not just this shop, it's any shop productions. You're not going to be able to speed them up. Now, at least not with gold, you know what I mean? And I think silver unlocks at level 20, if I remember right. I'd have to double check. But the point I'm getting at here is that you are not benefiting so greatly from remaining level 18 to where you would actually benefit more from going to level 24. And I've told you guys this countless times. Now, I'm telling you guys, hey, look, I'm going to firsthand show you. And that's with the Missy's Building Guide city that I put together. I'm showing you guys through walkthrough cities how easy it is to be successful at a level 24 city and how much better off you are. As if the progress reports from tons of players doing it wasn't enough, I'm showing you. So if you choose to remain level 18 or below level 18, you're going to make things harder for yourself, okay? And you're going to, at the end of a time period, it doesn't matter how long you want to set the goal for. Let's say in 3 months you want to have X accomplished, or maybe it's 6 months. Point being, the progress report Link is down below in the description box. All you have to do is set a list of goals for yourself in a time frame, okay? And compare what you accomplished in that time frame versus what you would have accomplished had you followed my advice, right? And if it's less, then what you're doing is not anywhere near as efficient. Why would you take the less efficient route? Why would you do that? It doesn't even make sense, does it? So don't do this. Level up, okay? Get to level 24. It'll help you, tremendously. You'll be able to do your epic projects. You'll be able to speed up items. You'll be able to actually make coin. You'll have your extra factory. You'll have more depots accessible to you. Overall, it's just a way better level to be at. It really is, you guys. Level 18 sucks. Okay, now, as for the items for the contest, now, you guys, what we know so far is that, and what I told you guys yesterday in terms of what to do for the contest of mayors, and this is all going to depend on what level you are, of course. If you are a low-level player following my contest of mayors technique, if you are not level 24, then I really can't help you. You're all I can say to you is you're making things too hard on yourself. You'll need to only do those assignments if you can afford to take all the downtime to do them. That's all I can say. And unless you max out the shop, then that means you're not going to be able to prepare them. And since you can't run tokens, then you're think about all the cash you're having to waste to prepare 11 items, right? So, yeah, that really sucks for you. Now, if you are a level 24 player, you're following my advice, you follow my comm technique, what you're going to do is you're going to treat these assignments as you would any other shop assignments, okay? For now. Right now, we are seeing that they come back rather quickly. You know, I've seen quite a few players get them as repeat tasks. That could be that they're high algorithm assignments, or it could just be a repeat task. We don't really know yet, but I can say that if it becomes to a point where the values are too low, or the assignments are just coming back worth rotatable value, then you should probably look elsewhere for opportunity, okay? For you high-level players, you really shouldn't do these assignments over other shop assignments unless the value is higher. The doorway hasn't been done yet. So, for example, one of the guys that contacts me for help sometimes, he was in a situation where he's a high-level player. He had completed all of his main assignments, and he was down to his rotatable tasks. One of his main assignments was the pitchfork task, so he had done that, and about 3 rotations later, it came back for rotatable value. Now, he also had a pizza task at the same value as the forks. Being that it was going to be one of those 2 assignments to choose between, because he was down to his rotatables, he went with pizza because, 1, it had not been done yet. 2, the item was further down on the list. 3, the opportunity is better because we just had this assignment come right back, right? So say that he hadn't done the pitchfork task. I still would have advised doing the pizza first because we know what the maximum value is on that task. We know that it doesn't have a high algorithm, and we just don't know enough about these assignments yet. Now, right now, I am seeing quite a bit of these assignments rolling in. I'm not seeing a whole lot of these items on the global market. If you are in a group, for the time being, at least until global starts showing these items, I advise that you guys keep these items stocked in your depot off the global market so that your club members and you have an easier time obtaining the items if you need them, okay? So in terms of what to produce, Don't produce any of these unless you have to for the purpose of an assignment and an assignment only. They're just not worth it. They cost, the material cost exceeds the value, the sales value, which is ridiculous. All besides the jam. And the jam is not profitable because the ingredients are better spent elsewhere. They yield higher profit elsewhere than they do making the jam. Okay? All right, so that's basically what I have to say about that. Any other questions, you guys, please put them down in the comments. If you have screenshots of these assignments, send them to me. Let me know, are they coming back frequently? What are the values on the assignments? Any information that you can give me would be appreciated. You can send me messages on Facebook, on Discord. I've got pretty much every social media platform that there is. And there really should be no reason why you guys can't get a hold of me. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the Omega offers. Now, it's nothing new that the Omega offers sometimes are really low. However, I'm noticing that they're coming in lower more frequently. And it wasn't, just me that made this observation. I noticed this person had posted it on the Facebook page. They got an offer for one Omega item for 609 coins. Absolutely ridiculous. Do not sell your Omega stuff for anything less than 1,000 per item. Anything higher than that is good. But I am noticing that they're coming in for lower values much more frequently. And as many of you guys know, the one thing that I cannot stand about the creators of this game is that they do not release any legit information, like important information that we would like to know about the game. It's all up to us as the players to collect all the information, which doesn't apply to everybody, and basically draw our own conclusions. We have to say, okay, this happened to me, this happened to you, and this is the best way to combat this issue or whatever. It's frustrating. It really is. Most games aren't like that. Most games, it's like, if you need to know something about the game, you do a quick Google search and it pops right up. It'll say, hey, this is the level that you unlock this. This is a game guide. This is this is exactly how many token pieces you need to complete this. You get your information. And with this game, they don't do that. We have to depend on other players to put out this information, and that isn't always accurate. And sometimes it's not their fault. Most of the time, it isn't their fault. Most of the time, what happens is by the time they've collected all the information, the stuff has changed, and they didn't know about it, because they assume that it's the same, and then as time goes on, another change happens. There was no notes to it in the update at all, and so they just went on assuming that that's how things were still going, and now they're not. Okay. Prime example of that is the war. When we originally had war, we did not have a defeat prize. We only had a victory prize, and we had the personal chest rewards. Then sometime later, they ended up adding a defeat prize. Well, for somebody who didn't know that or assumed that the game was still the same, you ask them, hey, is that the case? And they're going to say, well, no, you don't get it. Why would you get a defeat prize? Well, all of a sudden you do, So things like that happen a lot, you guys. They happen way more frequently than they should. I had another situation with the Missy's Building Guide City where I started getting ads at level 18, 19, something like that I didn't have before. Somebody had reached out to me and the same exact thing happened to them. They started getting ads at that level. Is that coincidence? Doesn't seem like it, but it is a little strange that we both got ads at the exact same level. Does that mean that you have to be that level now? I don't know. Not a clue, because they don't release any information. And when you ask them questions, they don't answer them. They just give you some half-ass answer. Okay, So let's see what else is on here real quick. That's been resolved. Okay, this is something I want to talk to you guys about. So this person says, can anyone explain me this? Is this person a hacker? He's level 18. He's got 213,000 points in Mega. And here it shows that his pup is 0 and his happiness is 0. Lots of people in the comments are saying, oh yeah, he's a hacker. No, he's not. He's probably not. And I'll explain what's going on. So one of the techniques that people are using is a no pop com technique, where they build up their city to level 18. They unlock all the stuff that they need to unlock. The VU tower, the 5-slot factories, the cargo shipping, the airport. They get all the things that they need, okay? And then they go through and they bulldoze everything, all their houses, okay? Now, what they're able to do is they're able to do upgrades for the purpose of the contest for a very low amount of experience. Now, the reason why this is not something that I would recommend doing, and there's a number of reasons why, actually. One, remember when I said at the beginning of this video that it comes down to accomplishments, okay, and the time frame that you're accomplishing things? So the whole idea here is that they're able to win the contest of mayors for X amount of time. Let's just say 1 year they played the contest of mayors and they were able to win, and they did upgrades. So their benefits, the pros of doing this, is that they can win the contest of mayors by doing upgrades, right? Okay. Now, they are unable to do epic projects because they bulldozed all their stuff, right? They are unable to purchase any buildings, you know, that require a pop requirement on them. And they bulldozed all of their work, so when they do get to the point where they want to do epic projects, they're going to have to rebuild every single one of those houses, which would require them to level up, which would make their epics extremely expensive, because now they're into level 45, 50 for the same number of houses that they would have had if they would have just stayed level 24. They have all this wasted experience and, you know, nothing to show for it, right? Okay. So, not only that, but your map's hideous as well. I mean, think about it like this. The whole point in taking all those hits would be to benefit something, right? Yes? Okay. Even with a very low amount of experience to do these upgrades, you're still going to level up at some point, right? So at some point, this is going to cause you to go up and up and up. And then once you get to that point, then what? At what point do you stop and say, okay, I'm just going to go back to playing the game normally now? So somebody says, okay, well, let's say I don't do that. What are the benefits? Well, you'll still win Mega. If you can still win Mega without doing that, why would you do that? So what? You can't do upgrade tasks. There's ways around it. There's ways to win without doing that. See where I'm going with this? You're not guaranteed to win just because you upgrade. And even so, you have two people that have the ability to win the contest. I have people in my group that win every single week. They don't have their shit bulldozed. They have all gold epics. They're able to buy buildings whenever they want. They don't have to pay a ridiculous amount moving forward to replace things that they already have. They can collect the tokens on top of their houses. They have a way more enjoyable experience than a completely bulldozed map. And now that you see what I'm saying, like it doesn't make sense. It's a terrible, terrible technique. I do not recommend it for anybody. If you choose to do it, that's totally up to you, obviously, but I do not recommend it. Anytime you guys are looking at what you should do in the game, you look at the pros, you look at the cons, and when the pros equal on both sides, and then the other side has a long list of cons, why would you go with that? Doesn't make sense, does it? Okay. So that, again, and it also is not a good idea because it makes you look like you're hacked. And you could easily get thrown over to Naughty Island if the wrong ding-dong over there at SimCity Build It clicks the wrong button. I don't know what the hell that is. That looks like spam. That's got to go. Okay. Remove. All right. Anybody looking for members with a decent group, drop your club code in the comments. I have a few people who don't meet the requirements for my group looking for a club. So you guys, I think I pinned this to the top. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to pin it to the very top of the group. If you are looking for club members, put in what your club is about. You know, if you do war, if you do the contest, what club chest you get, blah, 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 what your requirements are. And then you can recruit people that way. Okay. Right now we have one slot available. I can make more room if need be. We are looking for active people who play competitively each week, who have either decent cities that are higher level or lower level cities on the Missy's Building Guide. You cannot be under 18, and you have to watch the rules video and the new members video. Those can be found in the playlist section on my YouTube page, and contact me. Let me know, like, hey, I'm level I've got storage. Like I said, if you're a higher level player, if you're higher than level 29 and you have regionals, if you have a regional unlocked, you're a high level player, okay? If you're 29 and below with no regionals unlocked, as long as your storage is halfway decent, I will consider you to join the group. If you're on the Missy's Building Guide and you play, you know, every day, hit me up and we will, you know, get you into the group. You have to be able to follow the rules. If you're just looking for a group, you know, that doesn't require you be as active or as, you know, accomplished as my requirements are, I have people who are looking for club members. A lot of them have multiple groups. They do war. Some of them are mainly war groups. Some of them are both common war groups. So there's a lot of, I guess that there's a lot of disconnect out there. There's a lot of people looking for groups that have a hard time finding one, and there's a lot of groups out there looking for members and have a hard time finding them. So get your stuff out there. Don't just jump on the first person that offers you, you know, a club or whatever. See what they have to offer and what you have to offer them. It's not just about what they have to offer you, okay? All right. Good luck this week in the contest. Always take your screenshots. If you want help, sign up for my Patreon. If you want private videos, you know, walkthroughs that aren't broadcasted for everybody on YouTube, I'm willing to do that as well. And just, like I said, hit me up, but make sure that you have all of your screenshots, and I will do my best to help you guys, okay? I'm going to go ahead and read this and see what this says. I don't think I ever saw this one. I started doing first streak when I have 15 tasks left. Okay. Currently, I'm doing 6th streak. Normally, I have a decent score tasks and streaks, but now my 6th streak is a 1800 cactus coin, 3K Tokyo upgrade, 1100 hotspot. I have no clue why it dropped to 1100 hotspot. Please explain to me. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing this post. So, first off, the The streaks tasks are usually lower in value. Second, with those 3 assignments listed, okay, you had a 3K task, 1,800, that's 4,800, then 1,100. So 5,900 roughly for 3 tasks. That's basically a 2K average, which is higher than most of the streaks. Now, that's just how the game is. You can't really explain that. You know what I'm saying? Those are set assignments that are... It's pretty self-explanatory, you know? Like, you got the assignment that was higher in value, then they gave you one slightly lower to make up for it, and slightly lower again. It happens. Yeah. Okay. No, there is no threshold on the club size to see to get the war card upgrade task. All right, that's it for this Q&A. Good luck, you guys, and I will see you next time.